Director Clapper, I wanted to ask you about your parting thoughts on Russia and the threat posed by Russia. You and the Secretary of Homeland Security acknowledged about a month ago that Russia had been hacking in our political institutions and interfering with our election, and that this was coming from the highest levels of the Kremlin. What is your assessment of whether that activity is likely to continue into the next administration if President-elect Trump, if a rapprochement between he and Mr. Putin doesn't materialize? Would you anticipate that the Russians will hack and dump documents that might be damaging to a Trump administration? Would that be consistent with what you know of their playbook?
Thanks for the question, sir. I don't anticipate a significant change in Russian behavior. We gave considerable thought to diming out Russia with that statement. We waited until we felt we had sufficient basis for it, and we did, and both from a forensic and as well as other sources of intelligence that led us to that statement. It may have had the desired effect, since after that, after the issuance of the statement and the communication that I know took place between our government and the Russian government, it seemed to curtailed the cyber activity that the Russians were previously engaged in. The Russians have a very active and aggressive capability to conduct information operations, so-called hybrid warfare. That's been a long-standing practice of theirs going back to the Soviet era, and I anticipate that it will continue.
Director, I want to drill down a little further into your comment that the Russian activity curtailed after the issuance of the statement. The dumping of documents didn't end with the issuance of the statement. Are you implying by this that that we know whether the documents provided to either cutouts or Wikileaks had all been provided prior to the statement that was issued? Or is it entirely possible that the dumping of documents continued after the statement, and what may have been avoided was a further escalation of the interference in the form of trying to monkey around on Election Day or thereafter?
I was referring to the cyber reconnaissance that we had observed. Many state entities had observed prior to the statement, and that sort of activity seemed to have curtailed. As far as the WikiLeaks connection, the evidence there is not as strong, and we don't have good insight into the sequencing of the releases or when the data may have been provided. We don't have as good insight into that.